As y'all can see, I'm a man of the people. I just had like 10 minutes of video and I just blew it up somehow. So not happy. Having to redo that. Anyway, I don't know if they've connected that to me. Well, I do like the anonymity. That reminds me of Florida Department of Law Enforcement. It was, I see it now. I see it but at that time I never dreamed I would see the FDLE just fully, just doing the opposite of what you would expect. It's as a coordinated effort, like to avoid acknowledging criminal activity. Like that's what you thought it was neutral, like it's the same, but if they don't want to take your stuff, then they have all kinds of mechanisms to do it that are easy to see in hindsight. In 2020 being, how the saying goes. I was saying, I busted his ass. I believe the county attorney, city attorney, assistant Jim. You'll notice that they redacted the entire. I'm not sure. I guess we did see that there's Nancy's acknowledged. We don't have the Easter Bunny like we did last time, but that's the purpose in that is it's not to argue facts. It's meant to pop out, pop off the page when someone is scanning it later on. When you stick several different, somebody later on is not as likely to go and fish out the body cam and watch it and then say, hey, yo, that didn't match up. They're just going to read the slip of paper that says, yeah, whatever they want to say. It's just a technique. And that's what it is. Anyway, I had thought about defending against it, and is it worth it? And I say it is, because you can potentially get him indicted if it's bad enough. I mean, and you are persuasive enough. You'd like to think so, at least if you pointed out this criminal activity. You'd think that any self-respecting DA would, consider that, while he's prosecuting you. That's just a vision right there. I did want to, besides the one-party consent in Florida, which is idiotic, that is among the, it's going to import fraud into Florida just by the relative, all it's got to be is different than here, for example. And like it's harder here because you can just record somebody on the phone, no problem. In Florida, they can at least threaten you. I challenged them. That's what I think it's a ridiculous law that protects the rights of fraudsters. It makes that superior to the victim of the same fraud. So that's not a good situation. So that's why 39 states are like, it's only one party consent. That's why it's not the other way. If it was, you could probably get slavery until a few years ago in 11 states, but we didn't go back to, but it's kind of like that with the two-party consent. Like there's only 11 states that are even like that. That's for a reason. Anyway, it's you can't look at somebody, and that's why I came up with the whole mama didn't raise no one-party consent girl. That was in 23. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going astray. Should I do something more productive than I've already done, or should I just cut my losses here? We do have to draft something because the same dude, Jim Kopp, maybe we should call him. Let's do that. Let's just call Jim Kopp and see if I might have to change phone numbers, or else, if he knows it's me, he damn sure ain't going. But he used to answer all the time. I was complimenting him, and that's the angle that I'm gonna take with Jimmy. Even though he's Florida CFO for 50 days, give or take, he's out there making it's as if I haven't even, like, they've got that due diligence shit I've been asking about, like where it's $1 billion and they don't even know the dude's name that developed the software, and like they can't find it out. And that's something you shouldn't have to consider, financing and getting a reward, paying a reward for information leading to the name of their software developed. You should be able to get that pretty easy. And especially if you got a resume, which you should, there's very few times that I would not know, not look at a resume. And all you got to do if you get a resume and you just get the name right off the top, and they haven't been able to do it, so it's real simple to do and they can't do it. So that's always a good indicator. And that's why I'm taking it that way. Anyway, I'm counting that as an asset. It's normally a madhouse in here, and that's why I don't feel as all the just for every, y'all boys should watch, because I know you're listening. You should watch Dead Poets Society. It's a great movie. Anyway, I'm going to drop this off right there.